Howdy doody, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Brandon Groce, and I want to welcome you to the Bravo Studio event, a Bravorizing battle. Today we are celebrating the release of Bravo 3.0, and in the spirit of celebration, we are giving away to 3 lucky people 1 free year of Bravo Studio. Keep watching until the very end of today's event to learn how to enter the raffle and how to win. So with that said, for those of you new to Bravo 3.0, Bravo 3.0 is a design-focused mobile application building platform that enables users to create real and working complex apps, no code required, right from within your favorite design platform of choice. Today you're tuning into the Bravorizing battle, an online competition between 2 designers and a race against the clock to see who can create the coolest native app experience using Bravo 3.0, where the victor of the challenge is chosen by you, the audience. Now with that said, let's introduce today's amazing competitors. They are the one and only full-stack designer and content creator himself, Jesse Showalter, an experienced design lead, creative thinker, and Adobe creative ambassador, Fergie Ferguson. With that said, let's join our competitors on the stage and talk about the competition rules and our challenge for today. And if you haven't already opted into the raffle to win your 1 free year of Bravo Studio 3.0, to do so, you need to do 3 things. 1. Sign up and create an account on Bravo Studio's website, link in the description, like this video, and subscribe to the Bravo Studio channel. With that said, now let's jump in. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the very first Bravorizing battle. We're celebrating Bravo 3.0, and we have our amazing guests. We have Jesse and we have Fergie. What's going on, guys?
What's up, everybody?
Yay.
Glad to have you guys. Fergie, well, we're all on different time zones, but we're super excited to be here today. Everybody in the chat, we have Cameron, we have UI, UX Designs, Tips and Reviews, Robo, Idem, Chemicalist. What's happening, guys? Thank you for coming out and showing some love for not only Bravo, but our amazing peeps and guests today. Now, before we continue, because our guests or our participants already know what today's challenge is, we're going to go into the rules, and then we'll come back on stage, talk a little bit of trash, and then we'll jump into our challenge for today. Super excited to hear what you guys think, but here are the rules. Let's talk. Alrighty, now let's get into today's competition rules and our challenge. Today's competition will be broken up into 2 25-minute rounds. In round 1, our contestants will have just 25 minutes to design their app UI and add in their Bravo tags. In round 2, our contestants will use Xano's backend, which is a no-code backend development platform, and using that to connect into their very own app user interfaces. After these 2 rounds, our competitors will pitch their ideas, and you, our audience, will vote for your favorite app design using the link down in the description or using this QR code found on the screen after our 2nd round by simply selecting which designer you think should win. Now for what we've all been waiting for, today's challenge is creating a food delivery app. Now with that said, let's join our competitors back on stage and see what they have to say about today's challenge. Alright, so food delivery app, guys. Y'all know what's going down, and I want to know from the audience, who do you think is going to win? Sir Jesse or Sir Fergie? Who's your team? Pick it right now. Alright, so what's the game plan, guys? We'll start with Fergie. What is the game plan? What do you think? Yes.
Yeah, the game plan is to dominate from start to end. That's the game plan.
To dominate. Fergie, what are you retaliating with that?
We are going
What's
to
the
be
game
working
plan?
smarter and not harder.
I love it. All right, guys. With that said, let's jump into the arena. Let's start to play and let the best designer win. And by the way, caveat. We talked about 2 rounds. We're going to specify and stick with just 1 round, and we might get into some nitty-gritty. So this is how it's going to work. We're going to stick with 1 round for an hour. We're going to be focusing on UI design and utilizing Bravo tags, and we might get into some data integration with using Airtable and some finesse with that. But only time will tell. We'll see how far our designers get, but let's get into the arena. All right.
Oh boy.
You guys are ready, steady. Hold up. Everybody's touching hands in the air. Everybody, I need to see hands.
I'm sorry.
Jesse out here like he starting without you. We gotta play that sound effect. Okay. All right. On the count of 3, we can go. Go! All right, and we're off. We're zooming
was-
in straight into what. Wow, he already. Guys, we have to know in the chat what you guys are thinking. They already have the app finished. What is happening here? I was bamboozled.
I had to put a few things on the screen. I had like limited time, so I put together a few things. I just grabbed a few things
Limited-
from a UI kit. I'm not gonna go with it. I'm just gonna roll with it, not go with it. There's a difference. Okay. I don't like anything that I have going on here anyways. I'm gonna really quickly, because I'm in Figma and Adobe XD can't turn the background dark, I'm gonna turn my background dark. That's all I'm saying.
to get some clarity.
We don't like the darkness over here. We are team light over here. Okay?
Team light over on the side of Fergie. I can
Go
still
towards
see the
light.
artboard.
I'm
We're on
gonna
the
stay
light
with the
side.
yeah. Okay, here we go.
All right, so both of you guys, it seems like you guys have, and of course, it's going to be very difficult while talking and designing at the same time, but you guys prepared very nicely. What is the first step here? We'll jump in with Fergie first. We'll go back and forth. What have you used to start where you are right now?
So where I'm at, I basically created a couple of artboards just to give myself an idea of the screens that I want to create, of the structure and the flow that I want to create, rather than just like forget really important things when you're like in the heat of the battle and your brain is just like, ah. So I have little named artboards because we name our layers over here. Okay.
Oh,
We do
no.
name the layers.
Jesse, are we
name the
team
artboards in the battle.
layers over here?
No, I'm not team layers. I'm team chaos. Let's go, baby.
We can click on things. All right, so we're going through some things. We're on Envato. What are we looking for? Tell the
I'm
audience.
just looking
what's
for.
happening.
I'm looking for some food dishes, probably like some isolated plate stuff. I'm looking for like isolated elements. I don't know. If I need something really really fast, if I can find it, it'd be good. Like here's some guacamole. Okay, maybe I'll start with that. Ooh, this looks like a nice.
I saw that fish and was like, no,
Yeah.
that's not it.
Let's
that's
not go
the
with
one.
that fish. That's a negative ghostwriter. We're gonna stay away from that fish. That pattern is full, but I am just trying to grab a few elements that might work nicely. And then here's one. I can just cut a few things out. So I'm just gonna download these real quick. Real boring, but that's what I'm gonna do.
I dig it.
And
So it looks like
I
we're
started
getting
with a UI
assets.
kit, but it's again, I don't love the UI kit. I just grabbed a few resources. I think, I don't know, I would love to do what Fergie thinks, but I just think starting from a complete blank canvas is unnecessary. I don't need to reinvent the wheel. I want to see what other people are doing and then try to make a better mousetrap of it.
I dig
Yeah,
it. But I
100%
love
agree.
how, yeah. And you guys are both playing smart. You're like, all right, we're not doing things from scratch, just the same way that Bravo really allows us to build applications in our favorite application of choice. Like you guys are like, there's enough things on the internet for me to grab to build what I'm trying to do. And really, it's all about leverage.
It's about leveraging, like, obviously in this challenge, like time that you have, but then also I think like what Bravo's really good at, and I'm a big proponent of, is breaking down the barriers of like, if you have a good idea, do you have a good idea? Okay, like you don't need to do this like massive projects can take you 6 months. You can launch an application in a weekend. Just make it a minimum viable product. Let's go. Let's do this thing.
Exactly. We have in the team, or in the chat, we have, oh, what's going on, Ruben? Ruben is cheering Fergie. We have Go Team. Jesse, been following you, Jesse, for a long time. We know where our allegiance lies. You guys have, you guys have both. We have hashtag Team Fergie and hashtag Team Jesse going on in the chat. I love this.
I love it. Amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Hey, but you know what?
Amazing.
If I could be here with anybody today, it'd be with Fergie, because she's solid competition. She's awesome. So give her some love too. I know it's a competition, and I just want to destroy, but I'd love to.
I turned on the heavenly emoji because that was such a beautiful saying. Then all of a sudden it was just like, I'm going to destroy, and your red
Yeah.
shirt man side came out. It was very, very interesting. All right, guys in the chat, who here has used Bravo? Who has downloaded it? Who has not? What are your thoughts? We want to know. Let's talk about it. But it looks like still. Who has DuckDuckGo? Chrome only.
People
That's
who
a-
like privacy.
Privacy, guys. Privacy or no? Bravo has privacy. Okay.
Privacy is overrated. We don't need privacy.
It is. Just sell my data so that I can get better products. That's my thing. But who else in the chat does exactly what both of our contestants are doing today? Just bulldozing into assets, what they can use. And what is actually awesome, we have Fergie going over into Lottie files, because with Bravo, you can actually utilize those things to have in your app. So we see two different types of approaches here. We have stills with Jesse, but both of them are still like, what can I grab so I don't have to think about building this myself? This is really smart.
Yeah, exactly. I think something I love about Bravo is being able to use Lottie files, animations, videos, but also using these Lottie files as like that sort of loading screen when it's going to pull in all of the data and information, so the user knows something is happening.
Yeah, I like the Lottie integration in Bravo, like, and it's so easy too. You just find one you like, grab the link, boom, pop it in. It sounds really intimidating. You're like, oh, I gotta add like an animated thing, but it's literally just a link. It makes it phenomenal.
Definitely. So we have Jesse coming in here. He's actually starting to move some of the pixels. He has all of his assets. This is the thing. When he knows the direction he wants to go, he's like, listen, a mother sucker is hungry. We're going guacamole and pasta. And we have popular chefs. We're getting right into the designing. Look at that zoom in. That was spectacular. Those quick fingers. Unmatched.
Spectacular zoom. I'm actually gonna, again, along the lines of like helping myself like quickly, I open up Nucleo, which is like my icon, like organization like application. I keep all my stuff in there, and it's like, why make an arrow when you could just grab an arrow? That's what I say.
Exactly.
I don't say that very often, but you could say that.
Quoted. Someone put it in the chat by Jesse Showalter himself. If I don't have to make an arrow, I grab an arrow. Just indeed.
Grab an arrow. That's what I say.
All right. Fergie has, ooh, look at this. We popping on the grids. I've never seen so many in my life. Look at that. Look at that concentration in her eyes. If only I could zoom, ladies and gentlemen.
Are you doing grids right now? How serious are we getting? We got like such little time.
I'm doing things.
Oh my gosh.
Somebody else has kits I don't have. I mean,
okay.
All right. Fergie, walk through, and we're going to come back to you, Jesse. What is the first thing when utilizing Bravo? Because we know we're going to get there, but we know our first step is to actually design the user interface. When you're actually using Bravo, how is it that what is the thought process that you have to go through to be like, okay, I know, because there's a certain way how you have to use Bravo. How do you set up your projects to do so?
So the most important thing is, do your designs, and using Bravo, you don't really have to do too much extra. But where my team Name Your Layers would win is because we need to go through and add Bravo tags into certain places. So for example, you just saw me finding a Lottie animation that I want for my loading screen. And all I've done on the artboard on this screen where I want that to appear is draw a rectangle with the shape tool, and I've given this shape a very specific name in the layers. So pull this other screen in. Basically, we have to add these Bravo tags, and this is the most important thing. Without the Bravo tags, this is not going to work. Basically, it will import all your screens, but the tags is what actually makes it function. So you can go through here, this is all linked within Bravo, so once you've logged in, there's a quick link to this. But for different types of menus that you want to have, basically you just roll the menu out once and tell Bravo, hey, I want this to be a slide-in menu, I want it to be a modal pop-up, I want it to be whatever you want it to be, and they basically do the hard work for us. So I'm just here adding my Lottie animation. So I just have to add this Bravo tag here, so inside square brackets, really important, always inside those square brackets or braces on the other side of the pond. And I have to make sure that it says components, Lottie, and then from Lottie, I just grabbed the URL here that ends in .json. And then when we load this up, we're going to have this really cool animation on our screen. Simple.
I dig it. Really well said. I'm excited to see how you guys both put this together. And, now zooming back, what are we naming this app for? What was this? Foodazy?
I was going to call it Foodzay, like, hey, ho, hey, Foodzay. But it's not, I didn't like where that was going. It was a little rugged.
Let's actually do this, audience, because there's about 70 of you guys here. Let us know. You guys are going to name both Fergie and Jesse's app. So far, we have the placeholder, Foodzay. That's Jesse's right now.
Please
vote on another
something
one.
Better.
Yeah. We'll leave that to our audience to figure out. The audience right now is like, we got you.
Yeah. The audience is actually seeing the lack of creative naming skills that I have, so that's what they're actually seeing. So this giant artboard that I'm making actually becomes the app icon. I don't think Team Layers has an app icon. That's all I'm saying. It's not to say it's the best app icon ever, because it's not, but I just want to throw it out there.
Who's Team Layers and who's not in the chat? That's the one question that rules them all right there. That's
the
what
answer
we need.
will be who's team authenticity and truth, who wants to tell everyone they don't name their layers, because they don't. Let's be real here. It's a safe space to talk.
Yeah, it's a safe space, ladies and gentlemen. This is, yes, no judgment at all. All right, so we have cleared 10 minutes. We have about 49 minutes left. That was actually pretty quick, guys. We have, I can't even count how many screens we both have. There's a lot to count. All right, in the chat we have.
By too fast.
It really is. We're all gonna. The last time I did something like this, it literally was only 45 minutes, and we were like, how did that go by? But we have some of the food choices or food app names coming in. We have Fuzi, Frazo, Food for Turn. Cameron, you need to design that and send it to us and show it how that's gonna fit. Cameron says food to turn fast. One word, guys. So far, Fuzi and Frazo. Those are looking good by Marcel and Gurasis. Thank you very much. Foodie. We're looking like some good choices. We're gonna let a couple fill in. It looks like Jesse's coming in. We're getting the nav bar happening. Oh, it deleted. It hit itself.
I deleted it. I'm gonna put it back. It's like I'm trying to ask myself, like, do I have time for a nav bar? Because in Bravo you can create states, active states, all that stuff. But I'm like, do I have time for it? Is the question. I don't know if I do. To get real nitty gritty about the design with it. So I'm just gonna try to make it fast if I can.
As fast as possible, guys. And I don't think we have RoboVR says he's been using Bravo. Who else has been using Bravo? AJ Picard diving into Bravo 3.0, and I think my man Borjan was in here. Hey, what's going on? All right, Fergie, we're coming to you. You've been quiet over there. You've been deceiving us with the quietness. I check in when it's quiet. Too quiet.
Over the world every day. Anyone who knows Pinky and the Brain from years back? This is what.
All right. So talk us through what has happened thus far, because I've been seeing you sideways, kind of been you have about 5 screens. It seems like there's 2 very different. If we actually take a look, 2 very different approaches. Fergie's got 20 artboards because your boy can't count, and Jesse is going very deep on the very few. And you can start to see a depth and width sort of. You got Jesse going in deep, and you got Fergie's I have the master plan all laid out. I mean, this is very interesting to watch.
I don't understand how you have that many screens. What the? I have
teamwork hard enough, especially.
Oh my gosh! When I'm thinking about something like this, I'm like, I just need to get an initial thought process down on the screen, and then everything else after that can kind of follow suit. But I need to get an initial vibe down, otherwise I'm toast. Apparently, Fergie doesn't play with vibes. Okay, all right.
We do not play with vibes. All right, hold on. We're going to do a poll really quick. You guys are going to pick what the actual app names are. Give me a second. So those of you guys in chat, be prepared. All right, I'm gonna give Jesse and Fergie a little bit of time to breathe while I'm not talking, to kind of move out their pixels a little bit quicker while I type very quickly. Let's see. And I hope you guys enjoy the clicking and clacketing of my keyboard while I do this. All right, let's see. We have 2 options. We have Foo, Jess. These are all things that you guys have. These are not Brandon's options. These are your options. Okay. Fooder, Foo Jess, Foo Fergie, and oh Lord. All right, let me see this.
At least Food Fergie sounds good. Food Jess just sounds like a cop out. Come on, chat. You can better than that.
Well, they've changed it to Food Deca, so it is now little. All right, Food Tank.
Guess what? I think we need to stick with Food Zay.
Food Zay. All right, the poll is out. I cannot see it. Let's see what happens.
Ruh-roh.
Oh, there it is. All right, so we have Fooder and Food Tank coming in at 100%, or just leave that there. Guys, vote in the chat while this is all going down. Rebecca's gone back to Lottie. It looks like... Fergie, is there going to be a Lottie on each screen? I think that's what I'm smelling from you. That's what it appears.
Life is more fun with a little bit of movement.
It's all flash. Come on, put something solid in there. With some food app, put some sustenance in it, Fergie.
Hey, it's food animations. It's fine. You eat with your eyes, right?
Yes, we eat with our eyes. We're going illustration route when it comes to Fergie, and we have a semi-realistic. Ooh, look at that cheesecake. Who's gonna buy my cheesecake after this? Unless that's fruitcake on the hashtag Friday night. Wow, I'm surprised. Food Jess and Food Eka is at 40%. Fooder and Food Tank is at 60.
Food Eka. Ooh.
Interesting.
Yet there's still more names. Laura says, we are out here looking prepared. Yeah, that's what happens when you have two of the masters at hand.
I feel like that's very generous.
Well, there's preparation to a certain degree.
Yeah.
But I would love to know in the chat, how many of you guys basically asset stockpile before you start designing? I feel like that is very natural of a thing to do as designers, because we have the idea, but if we don't want to make everything ourselves, we're going somewhere to download all of these things so we can make. How many of you guys do that, and what places do you actually like to go to get those assets? And who has actually used the Lottie integration with Bravo? Let us know, because you're Team Fergie if that's the case. So it seems.
So easy to get carried away browsing through Lottie animations, though. Like, there is so much, and then you can customize them and edit them and change colors and all sorts. It is amazing and insane all at once.
That's
but I think with the sneaky
browsing
play,
takes so much sense, or so much time. Excuse me.
Yeah. It does. Carmen says, box shadow on that plate, Jesse, would look so nice. I don't know what the box plate is.
This very square
there it
looking
is.
plate, this dish that I have.
There it is.
I don't want to create too much, but you might be right, so I'm gonna hit O for oval and Figma. I'm gonna make it black. I'm gonna add an effect, which will be layer blur. I'm just gonna blow this thing out real heavy, and then drop it behind the plate.
Nice. Boom. Ooh, there it is. Ooh, look at that shininess. Look right there from the confines of the chat, right there in Jesse's delicious design. You see that? I can almost taste the food coming off my screen and on my taste budded palate. Oh, good choice. Good choice.
It's sizzling right now.
Sizzling. But see, Fergie, this was like the last time. Ansiosai, we know you're in the chat. It's the sneaky ones. You basically almost have the full app done. What is happening over here? Run us through it. What's going down?
That's not even fair.
It's the quiet ones, man. You got to be careful.
Nice. What's on? In this competition, did you test for performance enhancing drugs? Because Fergie is ripe for that test right now. She is cheating.
I think that's called XD, man.
Yeah, exactly.
It's called Bravo. A little sniff of Bravo.
XD and Bravo. High on life. High on life.
All right, so where are we at? Walk us through, because we've been on the side of Jesse. He's been explaining what's going on, but you have been quiet, I think, as a competitive advantage, so you do not leak the secret sauce to either me or Jesse. In the chat is just like, we understand what's going on. So walk us through. Lies.
So there's never any lies. How dare you? So I have some basic things going on. This is going to be the map view of where we get the little pins, where the restaurants are. We don't actually need to put the map in there because Bravo is absolute magic and will do that for us later on. All I've done is add that very important Bravo tag. Then I
Yes.
have this screen here, where if we want to switch over to the list view, this is where we're going to come. So I'm starting to create the little kind of like cards that will show all the different restaurants. And then because, again, we're using, because of how Bravo works, and because I'm going to plug this into an Airtable database with an API connection, I only have to make this once, and then it will just basically repeat it and populate it with the information from Airtable.
Got
So
it.
as long as you get all those tags and containers right, like I said, you can just work smarter. And
So
do
that's the sneakiness. You're going to heavily rely. And this is the awesome thing about Bravo. I see you guys in the chat asking, you guys might have just popped in here, you're new to Bravo, things of that nature. Bravo allows you to create native apps directly from your design platform of choice. We have Jesse in an amazing platform, and we have Rebecca in also her favorite platform.
Figma, Brandon.
There we go.
It's called
You have to
Figma.
say it, man. We talked about this before we got on air. There we go. You guys can air exactly what you guys are working with. But we have both of them in two very different platforms, but Bravo integrates with them both. They both are creating an application or a native app using the Bravo integration. And essentially, all they have to do is utilize Bravo tags and different data integrations, which we will actually be doing today. We literally have 35 minutes to see what they can do. But it's designing a base, as Fergie was just mentioning. She's designing not everything. She's saying, okay, this is how I want the application to look. However, I'm going to rely on the data set that I'm going to plug into the app, which is Bravo. So if you see on her screen right here, she's actually on Bravo Studio's website, and she's looking at basically tags that will allow her to insert app-like functionality into what she's building, and she's going to copy and paste those into her actual layers. So in a short statement, Bravo allows you to create native applications just really by designing and copy and pasting the Bravo tags that have the right functionality that you want in your application. So what she's seeing here, this container tag, when inserted into a particular layer that you want to function that way, will look like this.
So we're looking at doing a fancy slider of some images. Yeah. And I don't have to code any of these animations. Does it for us.
For sure.
Pretty awesome.
And thank you so much, Hamed, in the chat, kind of simplifying my long rant. Yes, create native mobile apps very quickly utilizing your platform of choice. Design platform of choice, rather. All right, so we have Fergie diving straight into the tags. Jesse, when are we going to dive into the tags? What is the game plan? So it looks like we're going heavy into the aesthetic, which actually makes a lot more sense to me because I need to know specifically like what's going to happen. Fergie, I was like, oh, she's got a long way to go, but then she was like, the data.
I'm gonna do,
and I was like,
one more screen, and it's gonna be a lot more faster now that I have the kind of core of this one built. Maybe I'll do a map screen really quickly, and I actually pulled in a map screen example from Bravo's Figma example that they have, because Figma has a community. That's right. Its name is Figma. It has a community. You can go get templates right there. I don't have to sort.
Uh-oh. The design gods took Jesse out. Oh no. Oh no. Let me go grab. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. He'll be right back. I think he's trying to design behind the scenes. I think that's what that is. But he'll be right back. But as we wait for him, Fergie, what's happening? All right, so all right, well, you have some of the input fields. Very nice. We're moving along very quickly.
Nice little sign up form or a login. I don't think we need all of these details, so I'm actually gonna just take stuff out. Just want them to be like name, phone, email. We could do a photo. The photo thing, this is the coolest thing ever. So it's actually a button, and then it will open the camera. You'll take the picture, and if I have time to hook this all up with the API data, it will then send that photo to an Airtable database. So yeah, we'll see. I'm being far too ambitious as always. So
I like it.
See.
Let's hope Jesse can come back in. Maybe he's wanting to design in low. he was, you know, so he was like, listen, I'm about to like turn, you know, like in Pokemon, they turn their hat reverse and they're like, all right, I'm going into overdrive. I think that's what that is. But we'll keep a lookout and see if Jesse is going to return to us. But I have a good idea and feeling that he shall. And I think, who DDoSed him in the chat? Is that what went down? Is that what went down? All right, give me a second, guys. Just gotta keep going.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
That's all we can do, ladies and gentlemen, with the internet, because first off, you guys, there's so much love on this live stream. The internet is probably on overdrive. Fergie, luckily, we had somebody come into her apartment last night and figure everything out. Give her the good Wi-Fi. Get everything out of her home so she can focus on today's competition. Cameron says, tag team, let's get an audience member to design in Jesse's place. Honestly, that really could happen today. That literally could. Who wants to vote? Cameron, you're voting on in. So, quick question.
Yeah.
As we are designing this stuff, do you design everything and then you finally start switching on over into Bravo stuff, or do you kind of do like a back and forth? You design and then you go ahead and you start pulling in the Bravo tags. How does it work for you particularly? What's the workflow?
So you can do it either way. If you already have a design and you want to Bravorize it, then you just go in and add the tags. I do a little bit of both, so I might focus first on getting my screens done and then add some tags, but then there's also some tags that I know I really can't forget to add, so I'll add them sort of like as I go, so that things work. Otherwise, when you are using Bravo Vision, which is the app on your phone to preview and test everything, something doesn't work and you're like pulling your hair out like, oh my gosh, why has it not worked? And it's just really simple because you've missed a tag. It's yeah, easy to solve actually once you sort of start actually looking at those layer names. And that's why team name your layers would be awesome and amazing at this, because
this is very true. I will.
The and the artboards.
Yes, with Bravo, that's super important because you do have to basically tell Bravo, hey, this particular group of layers, things of that nature, need to function in this manner. And that's what the Bravo tags kind of help with. So in this case, Team Layers does win. However, I would love to know kind of how Jesse does it with Team No Layers when he gets back. I wonder, maybe his stuff was just so godlike, the internet was like, the world is not ready for this. And then just destroyed. Yeah, just hopefully that doesn't happen to you, Fergie. But we have in the chat, Tesh is saying we should... Huh?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hitesh just said we need to make some glassmorphic things, Fergie. So glassmorphism, if we have time, we're still race against the clock. Ooh, Jesse is back. Okay.
He's turned himself into the invisible man. I'm sorry, that's an unfair advantage. I do not have that ability. Nobody gave me that potion.
It's all good. We're gonna do a real quick check, ladies and gentlemen. Do not yell at us if he is not there, okay? We have his chair, but we'll see. Give me a hot second. I'm gonna just double check some things. All right. I'm gonna have to grab. Actually, we're gonna do this really quick. We're gonna take this is how we're gonna run things, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to continue on with the challenge, but as soon as Jesse comes back in, we're going to take like a quick 1 to 2 minute break. We're going to lock him back in, and then we're going to be right back where we are, so do not go anywhere, but I'll let you guys know when that happens. And until then, we're going to keep watching Fergie do her thing, explain to us what's happening, what Bravo is, and her next steps with the 30 minutes that we have left. All right, so we're back in. All right, cool. Jesse, you hear me? All right, he'll hear us in a second. So we're about to take that break in a quick second, guys, which we will do and it's not going to be that long. Thank you guys for your patience, and we hope you are enjoying this challenge. And by the way, when we all get back, we do have to name the apps Food Jess and Food Eka because you guys said so.
We doing it.
All right. Give me a quick second. All right, we lost him again. It's all good.
Yeah.
Food naming right there. I love it.
Okay, I'm not here for logo design people. Don't come for me.
I like it. We're there essentially. All right, guys, we're gonna do a quick BRB. The challenge is still going. Please just sit tight. We're gonna go ahead and grab Jesse, and we will be right back. Stay. This concludes our Bravorizing battle, ladies and gentlemen. We want to give you a huge thank you to both our amazing contestants and you as well. All right, we're back, guys. We had to grab Jesse. This is the part. The family is amazing, but his family is just so happy right now, and his children were like, "Dad, yes, go! You must win!" That they were so excited they unplugged the internet, and yes,
True story. Real life.
You know, supportive family right there. Extreme.
Right, yeah. Oh my gosh. Yep. They were just being them awesome selves, and they were like, "Hey, now's the time to unplug the internet while we are doing homeschool." So that was super great. But we're back.
We are back. We still have 30 minutes on the clock. I do need to change that, guys. Do not worry. We do not have 60 minutes again. We have 30 minutes. So,
I wouldn't mind
all right.
minutes.
I wouldn't mind 60 minutes. Trying to catch up to where Fergie currently is would be nice.
I was worried. I was like, his computer exploded. I was more so worried about that.
Yeah. Is there like a compensation? Like, do I get like a couple of extra bonus points, or she gets dinged a couple of points for what's taking place here?
Having great internet.
We can add a little bit more. This is purely up to you guys. If you guys have time, we have time. If the audience has time, we have time. And by the way, by a show of hands, we do officially have to name our apps Food Jess and Food Eka, for the record. we were not here to help push which direction the names were going. And thank you guys for your patience.
That's what they came up with. Sounds good. I like it.
Essentially, yes. All right. So I'm going to let Jesse come and catch up. It looks like he's going into some icons. We're going to let him catch his breath. But let's dive back into Miss Fergie. All right. So can we zoom out real quick, Fergie? We want to do like a quick snapshot. So where are we? We want to do a full. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I can count, guys. 11 artboards. All right. So what is the artboard that you're working on currently? Let's zoom in and talk a little bit about that. Let's walk us through the experience of what's happening.
A little bit extra sneaky, and maybe show you all the payments feature that came out in Bravo 3.0. For an in-depth tutorial, head over to Bravo's YouTube channel, subscribe, and yours truly has actually done a detailed tutorial for them on that. So if you want to make an app where you can actually take payments, and yes, it really does take your money, so when you test it, be sure to be like testing from your account to your account, so you're not giving your money away, and test with like 50 cents or £1 or something. Don't be sending big money because you don't want to lose it. Not that you lose it, but you know how it goes. All you have to do is set up a Stripe account and then connect it to Bravo, and then put in some magic Bravo tags, like we've said before. So I have like a screen here. I'm going to buy this fancy gazpacho meal.
Is that what that is? I don't even know what gazpacho is. That looks like a pancake with guacamole.
It's like some kind of avocado puree, tomato, potato cake thing, a beetroot, and some vegetables.
Oh no! Let us know in the chat if that's gazpacho. I'll take your word for it.
Or like
it looks like marzipan.
pureed greens. I don't know. It's vegetables basically. It's healthy and fancy and bougie.
It definitely
Team
does.
bougie over there.
So, if we have a database with the prices of these things, then I could select this item, go to this screen, and put in my payment details, pay now, and then be like, you have now purchased said delicious, healthy meal. And I was just going to write a message to say your order will now be cooked with fancy love and delivered by a butler. I don't know, something to match the fancy level.
By a butler.
Well, you know what I'm picturing in my head is like when you're in a really fancy hotel or restaurant, and the like wait staff are in black and white uniform with the gloves, and they come with the tray with the silver dome on the top, and they're like, "Voila, your meal."
Is that what they say?
Very, very fancy.
I don't go to any restaurants where they say voila and then give me pancakes with guacamole. So I think we need to go where you're eating. All right, cool. So to enlighten the audience, because we have been in designing a little bit, because I just fixed for everybody. For those of you guys who were wondering, hey, we're seeing some of these tags being talked about, things of that nature. We probably can see them better on Jesse's because I was showing his layers the entire time. But I just opened up what it looks like on Fergie. So if you can kind of see, there's these on the left-hand side where you see like map view in the brackets, require something, require location. That is a Bravo tag. So that's what that website and those tags that she's getting, where she's copying and where she's pasting them in her layers. So I appreciate you guys' patience on that. That is kind of how that works.
I could expand on that a little more if you want.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Let me take a break. Let me give Jesse some time.
Woo. I don't know if you want to hear from me right now. I'm feeling like very flustered in life and in design. But I'm going to finish this right now. And I only have to create one of these little kind of UI cards that I really want to create, which is the good news. So I'm just going to add. I'm not even going to put an icon in there because I'm late. I am like Cinderella late to the ball right now.
You're good.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to create one of these ugly UI cards, the most ugly UI card I've ever created. But when you're thinking about design, a lot of times you'd be like, oh, okay, now I have to like kind of mock these up and have multiples, but I don't have to do that in Bravo. What I really just need to do is make sure in Figma, we use frames. So I'm just going to draw a frame around the area that I want. And I can see that it's kind of taken up. We want to take about half the screen right there. And I want to center my card somewhere in there. Okay. And now I'm going to name this. I like to put little asterisks like here in my layers. So later on, when I'm binding data, I can see like, oh, this is an area that actually needs data to come into it versus something else. So I start with an asterisk. I'll name it like a card. And then after I put that open close bracket and container, which is a Bravo tag, that'll let Bravo know, hey, this is a spot to dump content into. And because it's one, right, it's going to, however many I have, however many pieces of content that match this particular request. So for instance, a category of food or a food on the menu or something like that, you would then be able to say, let's say there's 50. Bravo's going to do all the work basically and fill these. Now, if it's filling the like left to right, like all the way, the entire artboard, it's going to stack them on top of each other. But if you actually just kind of play with it and just stack it or like fill it like 50%, it's going to fill in the leftover space left to right. So I can do a 2-up kind of layout here simply by laying it out on one side, and then it'll capture and just repeat it as many times down, 50, 100, 150, however much data you have. So that's kind of the start to that.
Got it. So essentially, if you only have to make one card, but then as you start pumping data into it, and we'll get into that and what that looks like, you'll have multiple cards designed like that just with the data that is coming from that table or whatnot.
Yeah, and so, you know, to give her credit where credit's due, like working smarter, not harder is always a good idea. Fergie's got it.
Exactly.
She knows what's up.
Heard it here first, folks. Heard it here first.
Indeed.
I had to just like
Annika?
compliment my competitor, so my competition, so it hurt a little bit coming out to sit. No, I'm just kidding. It didn't.
All is good. All right, so
make
it
sure
seems,
these-
Fergie, you're starting to wireframe some things up. So how does this help while we're working with Bravo? Tell us a little bit about it.
So, by doing the wireframes within XD, it's really easy to add all these prototypes and wireframes and link all of the things together. So the first thing I'm going to do is click on the little house button to set the home screen for the app. And that's important because Bravo needs this to know what artboard, what screen to load up first when we open our app. So it knows just from doing that, we don't have to do anything else fancy. And then I'm just using all these like buttons I've created. I am simply selecting them, using the little handle, dragging it, dropping it to the screen that I want that to navigate to. So essentially, if we opened it in preview mode here in XD, can you see that? Yeah, cool.
Yep.
I could still like click through everything and it works. Obviously, we don't see the things that Bravo will add, but this is just a way to know that your button links and connections to the different screens work how you want them to work. So, yeah. And that's kind of the easiest way of doing that.
Got it. And this works the same way exactly for Figma, right, too, Jesse?
Yep, it works the same exact way.
Cool beans. We
Which
can't
is
wait
nice
I didn't
because if you're not a fanboy of one or the other, let's say maybe you work in both, there's a lot of similarities. You can jump back and forth. Bravo's the like kind of consistent thing about it.
Got it. Well, I'm excited. It looks like we are now rounding to the 20-minute mark. The time has flown. It's crazy. So I'm super excited. And guys, this is really magical because this is actually what is, as designers, we're so used to designing literally all of the things that need to be on the screen. And we're like, oh, there it is. That's it. But with Bravo, literally, I remember when the first time Fergie was actually explaining this to me, I was really confused. I was like, well, you didn't design everything. Once she put all of the Bravo tags, she added in her Airtable or her data set, like what type of, and when I say data set, you guys will see. Words and me flailing my hands is going to be like a downgrade to what you guys see and witness here today. But once everything is put together, the app will actually be populated with everything that we wanted to. So I'm excited for you guys to see that because some people who are not used to the no-code life or Bravo, you guys are probably like, well, they're not designing everything, and there's a reason for that.
Yep. Yeah, and even like, okay, so here's like on the simplistic, like most basic example. Like I have this status bar, like an iOS status bar sitting up there. I don't actually need to put that in. Like Bravo's going to put that in for me. So right now I'm going to delete it, and I went over to the to the Bravo like tag list, and I found like status bar mode, right? And I want it to be dark or light. So all I'm doing is on my actual artboard itself, I'm naming it like whatever the artboard is, and then I'm putting status bar dark at the end of it. It's going to pop it in right there where it should be. And so it's like, I don't even need that. Now I need to come over here to the item page and do the same thing, but just make sure that it says light because we're kind of inverting there.
Oh, dang. Look how smart the Bravo is. I didn't even know. I'm learning today just as much as anybody. See, guys, you guys think that I'm really here to learn, talk some jokes, and have a good time, but really learn because this stuff is powerful. Like, imagine designers of, just a couple years ago, we would have to work in teams and we just do the visual portion. Yes, we might not understand development, but the ability to actually build these things without either having our hands be held or be a part of a team were either expensive or you had to have the relationships or the time to learn this stuff. Whereas today, we're literally about to do all this stuff in an hour live with you guys. And if you haven't already signed up for Bravo, that's on you. You're going to be left behind. But definitely highly recommend that you check it out. And if you want to have a free, like we mentioned in the beginning, a have entered to win a 1 year of free Bravo account. Either watch this video over or just look down in the description for how to do that. Only 3 people will win 1 free year of Bravo, so you guys can get your hands on how to create your mobile apps of many different kinds, whether you're, it's not just the basic type of apps that you've seen. Check their website out for more details, and we'll also have a little bit of Q&A if we can towards the end today, if we have time.
Ooh, if we have time.
Yes, because we are down to we got 17 minutes.
17 minutes? Oh my god, I need to get out of XD and into Bravo.
That's all we have? What are you doing to me right now?
17 minutes.
Oh my god.
And until
all right.
The heat is on.
Where's my plugin? Let me do the thing. Let's do the thing. Where's my Bravo plugin? Boom, bam. Project name, Kudeka. Oh, create. Do your magic, Bravo.
There we go. And as you guys can see, we both have Fergie and Jesse going into the tutorials or even just the plugin on their applications to really start diving in, making sure all their tags are there and making sure all the functionality that they want in their application to be there. We got 16 minutes. I'm going to let you guys breathe a little bit. I'm going to start going to the comments. All right. So we have Annika. What's going on, Annika? Thank you so much for joining. We have to ask, Annika, have you downloaded Bravo? We know that you're the missus of trying new things, whether it be art, illustration, design. You learned like Adobe Dimension in like a day. So would love to know your thoughts. Let's see. What else are you guys talking about? Laura, you already signed up. What are your thoughts on Bravo? Do you like it? Do you also order, what are they called? Falafels with guacamole? I don't know. Do you also order said things with your
Gazpacho mole? I think that's what they call it.
Gazpacho.
See, I was right. You guys hating on me.
I love it. Yes, no hate at all. But I'm glad you guys are enjoying the music. You're enjoying yourselves, and I love. This is the portion of the challenge where it's like 15. Now it's like 15 minutes. I said 17. Like I feel like an eternity ago, but
I feel, Brandon, I feel like you're enjoying your job a little too much by making us stressed.
I love it. I get to sit here, press the buttons. Oh. And if you guys haven't already checked out Bravo, because it's an awesome application that you really should be checking out, if you want to check it out for other reasons, they have an awesome new marketing video that includes a rooster. Definitely check that out. Or maybe it's a chicken. I don't know. You guys can fact check me on that egg. One.
Yes.
So what are we actually looking at right now, Fergie? We're in Bravo Studio. We're in the actual projects. And how did you get your application in here? Did you use the plugin in Adobe XD to?
Just use the plugin.
So talk us through.
I'd already logged into the plugin in XD. If you haven't got it already, you can just add that. Click this cute little plus button. It's going to bring up your Creative Cloud window, and you can search for Bravo. It will come up there. You can hit the install button, and then you find it in your list. It will ask you to log in, so you do that. It does like a check the code, yes, and then that's it. I'm logged in, so I can either select to update an existing project. If I've already created this app, perhaps I've already started to work on it, Bravo will actually recognize that. So if I were to open one of my other projects, for example, it would know which project to sync that to. It's quite clever. Or if you want to create a new project, you do that like I just did. Put in the name, you hit sync, and you saw how many seconds it took. Where's my window gone? Here we go. And
there's your app.
Bam, it's right there. You can see 2 minutes ago it was synced. So there's all these timers, and these ones are just other things I have created. So yeah, and if you open the project, you'll then see synced all of our screens here. So everything's looking how it did in XD. And then what we can do is click into these to start doing the data binding. So this is where things get interesting.
This is where Airtable comes in.
Bind. Yeah, so on my menu I'm going to click on data collections, and you'll see I have quite a few of these as well. I primarily have been using Airtable, but if I click on create new collection, as of Friday, with the launch of Bravo 3.0, you can now use a number of data sources. So there's Postman, there's Swagger, there's OpenAPI, and this wizard basically helps set it all up for you. It's super duper easy. Don't be scared. Before this, I knew what APIs were. I hadn't personally used them myself, but I know what they are when talking with developers at work and things like that. An API, in this respect, an API is copying and pasting a link. That's all it is, honestly. I'm putting in a little key, which is like a password, that lets Bravo use it. So let me show you the Airtable that we have.
Well, it's actually, I want to switch over to, because now that we kind of have a little bit of the Adobe side of how that's going to work with Airtables and data like that, I want to switch over to Jesse and kind of have him run through how that works with Figma, because there's going to be two different sides of people in the chat here, and I want to see how that works. And
here's how I'm
going
going
to
to
have
do
a little bit of an extension.
Yep, I'm ready to go. So I have I'm inside of Bravo Studio now, and I'm going to go into the project section, just hit new project, and in Figma, you just need to drop the share link basically. So I'm going to head back out to Figma, hit that big blue button, and I'm going to copy the link just like that, and come back in and paste it and create a project. It's going to import the Figma document, and then anytime you want to update your Bravo project, all you got to do is go back to your Figma file and just make sure you have that link. You're basically just going to refresh. You don't even have to go back to Figma. Actually, you can just come up here and press this little circular button that says, "Hey, update your latest Figma design." So because it has that link, and Figma's links never change. So that's the good news. Is that's how easy it is. Now I have my icon for my app, and I have all my screens loaded up, and I am getting some little notifications that's just saying like, hey, the font's missing, there's an unexpected element. So if I had time, we'd go back and clean all those things up and make sure that the font is embedded in the project. But for now, this works.
Got it. All right. So we're both at the data entry stage. We have our design. Now it looks like we're both starting to really be into Bravo, see where some of the errors are, fixing those things up. Uh-oh.
All right.
I got scared. I was like, why is there mountains?
You're right. You're right.
I was like, oh no. I was like, I didn't know I had that in the background. But this is exciting. All right, Fergie, we see you going back and forth. What's happening?
So, since I've synced that, and because I have Bravo Vision on my phone, I was just having a look to see what is displaying or not displaying. Just doing a little bit of, testing, QA work.
You're testing on your phone.
Yeah, so I'm kind of looking at that, looking at Bravo, looking at here, because that's the first way for me to know if I have missed a tag or just done something wrong, basically.
That's another thing to specify, guys. Actually, didn't mean to cut you off, but all of this stuff we will try to show you at the very end, because this stuff, you guys are only seeing two parts. You guys are seeing the design portion, and you guys are seeing the data side of things. You guys aren't seeing the actual real app just yet. We're going to attempt to mirror our phones on screen so you guys can actually see the real native app towards the end of this. So if you guys are still confused, definitely once you see the finished result, you guys will be like, I get it. It took me a while the first time I heard about Bravo and how this stuff is particularly going to work. The magic happens once you see it actually in the native form on your phone. Both Jesse and Fergie are taking a look at what it is, what they're creating on their phone, but we'll be able to show that to you guys in just a momento.
Sorry, more technical difficulties. Más problemas.
No, you're good. I got you, man. I got you. No worries at all. This is a team effort. All right.
Well, this team is carrying me, technically speaking.
We carry each other, man. I'm the first one to faint, so we're doing good here. All right, let's see where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. I want to very quickly, we're going to get Jesse back in the game here real quick so we can see. I think this is a tactic, guys. I feel like he has planted these narratives so that he can win the challenge today. I feel like that might be.
I promise you.
Well, if I were him, I would totally do it. I'd be like, my internet is broken. I cannot. I would be like, I have children, and I totally don't. It would be my cats. I'd be like, they totally. All right, here we go. We got him back, ladies and gentlemen.
We're back. All right.
Whew, we got, what is this number? We're in single digits. 7 minutes. We might have to do some overtime here, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, for those of you guys, Laura's asking, is there a round 2? I can see there are 9 minutes left of round 1. There was going to be a round 2, but we are deciding to do just one round of design, Bravo tags, and then showing you guys at the end how much we've actually produced of a native app by mirroring their phones to show you what has actually been made. So other than that, if you guys really want an in-depth understanding of Bravo, what we're doing here is these individuals that are with us today, both Fergie and Jesse, they have really ingrained they've done a lot of tutorials. They have been in Bravo for quite some time, so they understand what to use, how it works, and things of that nature. We're here to celebrate Bravo 3.0, not necessarily go through every step of the way, but to basically expose you guys how much can be done in a short period of time and how powerful of a tool this is. So if you guys really want to learn how to do this in really this little of a time, like Jesse and Fergie, definitely check out Bravo's website. Links down in the description. But don't leave us here hanging just yet, okay? Stay here, relax with us, hang out. Go get some. I can't remember that food for the life of me. I was like, go get some shawarma and come back. Gazpacho.
I like. What did you call it? Guacamole.
I called it shawarma. Guacamole pancake.
That's good though, because nobody knows what shawarma really is. So that's good.
I don't know. I have no idea. We have Shrinjay, thank you so much. They're saying in the chat they love you guys. I'm glad you're tuning in.
Thanks, we love you too.
All right.
So actually, this is where the naming the layers thing comes into play, because when I get into Bravo Studio, I see randomly named layers. Yeah. Fergie's so cool. Look at her.
So smug.
I can tell.
Hey.
It's not me. That's okay. Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm calling
That
it.
little pin's on my map. I'm really excited now.
Sweet. The map is working. How much time do we have? We got 5 minutes. All right.
Quick.
The chat says you guys are super underrated. We appreciate that. Where's my sad song? Where is it?
Oh wow.
That was the nicest comment I have ever heard today. We truly appreciate that. Okay.
I mean, Fergie's doing like the hardcore stuff. She's beyond into the advanced things. I'm still getting the basic stuff right, but I gotta say, I love the basic stuff. I love being able to click in here and say, hey, I'm in my database, and I'm retrieving from a certain database, and I'm grabbing like all the elements. As soon as you see that little icon, you know it's connected. It's bound the data in there, so that's just super nice.
The little 3 pancakes. That's the
that
data.
little 3 gazpacho guacamole pancake right there. So that's all coming full circle. That's a gazpacho guacamole pancake right there.
There we go. 3 layers.
Yeah, so it's all connecting. It's all coming together.
3-layered gazpacho. All right. So we are 4 minutes. They are both getting in their data. Fergie has more pancakes than Jesse at the moment. Things are going deep. As you can see, if we look, Fergie is checking her phone to make sure that everything is tying together. Jesse, I'm going to ask a really stress-inducing question.
Jesse is not checking his phone, just so you know. But I am finally grabbing things from the list view. And just a little clarification for people. What I'm doing is all of those cards that are in here, these ones right here, the UI cards that I made. I am selecting it here inside of the data binding screen, and then I am... see if I can zoom over. Yep, boom. And then I'm saying, hey, get it not from the detail view, but from the list view. That's what's really nice about Airtable. When you use Airtable, it's going to immediately create what's called a detail view and a list view. So it'll be able to list all of your entries out. Whereas you can do that custom, you can do that manual if you want. It's a little bit more work, but still easier than messing with the APIs from scratch. But I'm just saying, hey, I want to get all of that list from the main records. And now it's going to grab them all, hopefully repeat them all. And now I am maybe checking my phone. Hold up.
We're diving in. He whips out the phone. There it is. All right, we got 3 minutes. Where is this time going, guys?
No.
First off, we have to.
That is not okay.
That's not
We have to cheer you guys on in the chat. Thank you so much for tuning into this. This would not be possible without you guys, your guys' energy, you guys tuning in. We want to thank you 100% and cheering on, not only naming our apps, but also hanging out with us through technical difficulties, cats acting up, and things of that nature. So, all right, we got almost 2 minutes flat. Look at the concentration over here. Straight eyes at Fergie. We have Jesse checking over on his phone. Look at that.
Hey, I
the
will
dedication
say,
is real.
because I use the Bravo template, I have my Foodsie app right there. Boom.
Yes.
And the Figma template is
Hey.
there. I'm going to move it into the view here. Hold on. Come on, Bravo Vision. Don't do me
Ooh.
wrong. I have working maps inside of my application already.
Very nice. Guys, that's exactly what he's been designing here. It immediately Bravo ports to your phone so you can see what it is you're designing. We got 1 minute and 30 seconds. Breathe, sneeze, say your prayers, whatever you need to do, whatever your vocation allows. Oh, it looks like Fergie's doing some last minute design checks. Now that I'm looking at this, Fergie attempted to do a full app. This is crazy. While Jesse kept it really nice and tight to showcase the possibilities of Bravo, which I think both sides are really, because if it were me, I would have one artboard and be like, look, listen, we can have floating cats, we can have a map, we can have everything on this page. So, 2 tactics, 2 amazing people. We got stuff going on. All right, 45 seconds. What can we do? What can we do, guys? And in the chat, ooh, the chat is going. Come on, Jesse. Go, Fergie. Come on, Fergie.
Oh my
Come
gosh,
on.
I'm trying.
Yes,
I don't want
both
to let you. I don't
cheering.
want to let you down, chat. I'm trying not to let you down.
30 seconds.
No way.
30 seconds.
Stop it. You're adjusting that time,
Listen,
Brandon. I see
Bravo
you.
is fast. It may not be this fast, but it's so fast. So.
We can do 15, 14, 13. Chat, count it down with me. 10,
Anxiety going through
9, 8, pancakes, 6, 4, 2, 1. All right, let's go. All right. Okay. Hands up. Hands up. Let's see. We might, if the chat allows it and if there is time, we might be able to do a little bit of an extra round. It all depends. All right. So, who wants to go first?
I do not want to go first. Actually, I will go first. I will go first because then.
Oh, hold on. Oh, Fergie, you're cheating. What is happening here? We are watching you do this live.
I undid my thing. I just need to rebind the data. It's all good. It's all
All right, you guys get 10 more seconds. 10,
Okay.
9,
Stop counting. You're killing me.
8.
It's
Conspiracy. That's what this is all about. It's not even the design or anything. It's about can we create
not about this
magnificent things under pressure. We'll let this breathe a little bit more. A little bit of overtime, guys. How much time should they have? How much more time should they have? Should we give them 5 more minutes?
Be nice, chat.
We'll give them 5 more minutes if you guys. Where's my poll at? The poll will literally be 5 or no. Hold on, let's see. It's gonna take me 5 minutes to learn how to do this poll thing.
It's a double check how to do that.
Oh, hold up. I don't know why that happened.
I got mine. It's almost working. I got a couple issues with my frames and a few things that I did, but that's on me. That's not on Bravo. That's on me.
So it looks like we have an additional 5 more minutes. Let me see if I can pop this in. Uh-oh, it went down. Ooh. Some people are like, no, y'all get the minutes you get.
That's it. I'm fine actually, because even though I didn't accomplish a lot, I feel okay. Even though it's a little bit of a fail on my part, I feel okay.
All right. Well, you guys had the 5-minute padding just in case we can look cute, we can twiddle our thumbs, or we can dabble a little bit more into the 5 more minutes. But then after the 5 more minutes, we have to be prepared to sell our work. So whether you set up the mirroring, you get ready to present your app on screen, whether via your camera or through mirroring, you guys set it up.
So we're selling it right now?
Not, you guys have 5 more minutes to do any final tweaks. This is the last couple minutes you guys have to tweak. The chat was like, we shall bless you. Literally, the chat was like, they came to the rescue. They were like, we shall grant you 5 more minutes.
Yeah, they gave us the gladiator thumbs up or thumbs down moment where they were like, go ahead.
Exactly.
Bless us.
Yes. 86% were saying yes. The rest were like, no.
Shame on you, chat. Shame on you.
Wow, it just went down to 82. Man, you guys are really strict out there. All right. And by the way, if you guys are watching this, if you haven't already liked this video, don't make me cry. Do not make me sit here with my violin and be like, I woke up so early today with Jesse and Fergie, and there was not equivalent likes to the viewership on this video. Save a mixed child's tears today. Hit the like button. Okay. All right, we are 3 minutes in. All right. Ruben says, what's the question here? Oh, that's Ruben, great question to the question that should have been asked. Whether or not extending the round 5 more minutes, which we have due to... Wow, y'all just voted yes because of nothing? Y'all are great people. I could have put in
love.
the end of the world, and you guys have been like, yes, definitely, 100%. The guacamole pancakes. All right. Got 2 more minutes. Final tweaks. What are our final tweaks, guys? Jesse, what are you cleaning up for us?
I'm just cleaning up a bunch of layers. So I had a lot of things. Everything in Figma to work with Bravo has to be encapsulated in the frame, and it has to stack appropriately. So you can't have things overlapping each other. It's really simple, actually. Once you get it, you just got to make sure things are kind of stacked on top of each other and placed correctly. So I had a few things that were outside of frame. So, Bravo's going, if it's not in a frame, I don't know what to do with it, bro. So I had to make sure that things were they were supposed to be. That's why things were breaking quite a bit.
Got it. Well, it's looking good, my man. All right, let me see. How do I? All right, Miss Fergie. What are we cleaning up?
Few text boxes. So because I'm pulling in all my information from the API, some of it will be longer, some of it will be shorter, so I need the text box to fit the content. So I needed to go in and add an extra Bravo tag inside our square brackets of Flexo so that it knows to not cut off what I want to try and display. And I was just removing a screen from the flow as well because I want to show something else off instead.
All right, cool beans. Well, we have 1 final minute to clean, to perfectionize our pasta, our foodeka, our, I forget the Jesse app name. How did you guys, who can remind me in the chat the actual name of the Jesse app? Was it Jess? Foodess? Foodess, there we go.
So a little bit, I'm still a little bit partial to Foodsay, but that's okay. I'll let y'all
All right,
be.
we got 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Let's hit the wall, ladies and gentlemen. 29. Srinjay, it's a pleasure to have pronounced your name correctly. We try with our names correctly because names are important. With the last name Groce, you learn very quickly how important names are. Wow, how did we go? Okay, we got 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And pause. Do not resize that photo, Jesse. Hands off. That's a small plate, sir. And I bet it's $300. It was $12.99.
I just pressed update really quick in Bravo Vision.
All right, update. That's the last thing you can do. Just hit update. And now, because we have 10 minutes left in our showing today, in our challenge, who wants to go first?
Turn on the mirror. Out of my...
All right, I'm gonna do eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I don't know how to do that. All right, we're gonna pick a number 1 through 10. Jesse, what's your number?
7. Let's go with 7.
Fergie, what's your number?
4.
Jesse, you had 7. You're going first.
Okay. All right. So
how would you like to present?
Let's do it. I'm going to show more of what's on my screen and less of what's on my phone, because what's on my phone is not my favorite thing ever. All right. So this is welcome investors and viewers. This is the newest, hottest application on the market. It's called Food Jess, but on the street we call it Foods A, just so you know. Food Jess is like a meal delivery application, iOS, Android. You know why it's both Android and iOS? Because we use Bravo Studio, and it makes it compatible with both right out the box. And it's a real simple interface. It allows you to peruse your favorite meals, different things in your area. And through Bravo Studio, we can actually geolocate where you are. So we'll bring up all the available meals, and they will kind of cascade through here. But you can drill down on the individual areas that you want. And add things to your cart. And if you click on any individual meal, you'll be able to see some details about it, how long it'll take to get to you, the ratings of it, the price, add it to your cart checkout. And then through our nifty, handy dandy Bravo 3.0 map features, we'll be able to see where exactly that location is. And maybe with a little bit of custom finagling in the API, possibly even see where your delivery is and how long where it is in route. I think you could possibly do that too. So that is my pitiful 3 screens of Food Jess. Thank you for your time today and your consideration, chat.
Consideration definitely taken. All right, Fergie, are you ready?
Yeah, I think let's do it.
All right, let's play ball. All right, where are we at? Are we doing... we're doing the Android port.
So, yeah, I am showing this from my phone. Real live. So you can see we have the little app icon. Don't come for me, this was not a branding battle, okay? We can see we have a login screen, or our users can sign up. The image is large in the background. Obviously, you need to fix that. We didn't have time for that today. I could sign up or I could log in. One of the cool things I was talking to you all about earlier was if I want to upload a picture, I can actually do this. If I flip this around. Hey!
That's awesome.
And you can actually take a profile picture and tell Bravo to save it. But since we're not going to go through all of that, I just wanted to show that off because I think it's really awesome.
Okay.
We're going to log into our app. And you'll see in the background there that Lottie animation is playing. I'm not going to allow you to see my location because privacy matters. But once you have created your account, you've signed up for Fooddeca, you are then shown a map with the pinpoints to the most fabulous food in London. You can see it's in Mayfair, so you know it is bougie and fabulous and chef kiss delicious. If you don't want to look at the map view, we can go and see the list view. Again, we've got our little animation because it's pulling all of this information from my Airtable database. And we have a nice little list here with an image, the name, a little tag to say what kind of food it is. So I can scroll through a few of these. Kept the design just clean and simple because what matters is the food. And we eat with our eyes, right? If something looks delicious, it's going to make your mouth salivate, that word, insert that word here. It's going to make you feel more hungry. It's going to make you want to order from Club Garçon or Umu or wherever you might want to be ordering from. Select your restaurant of choice. Here you would get a menu. I didn't have time to tie that all together, but you'd have these little food cards with the name of the item, the picture, the price. We could do a search. We could select our item, and straight away we can start inputting card details. Obviously, I'm not about to give you all my credit card details. I'm not rich enough to share the zero wealth. But you could put it in your card details here, and because my Bravo account is connected to Stripe, if I hit the Pay Now button, it would actually take that payment and then give a nice little congratulatory, yay, order successful screen. So yeah,
Wow.
that's where we got.
Okay, alrighty. That was pretty fire. I didn't even know, like, see, this is what I was talking about, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't even realize, like, this stuff was going down. Like, the tags really do make magic happen. Like, as you can see, that is a full a functioning application, from the maps, the location, the logging in, the taking actual photo and using functionality from your whatever native device you're using. So that's pretty awesome. Let us know in the chat what your thoughts were, but also, it's time, ladies and gentlemen. I see some of you guys already casted your votes, but not everyone. So we're gonna do two things, all right? We'll see how this works. One, you guys, so far, here are our votes. We have 4 for Jesse, 2 for Fergie. If you guys do not know how to set in,
wrong. Love this.
You guys do not know.
Somebody vote for Fergie.
How to vote, okay? You either use your phone to take a screenshot, or basically hold your phone up to this, use the QR code, and literally vote right there. There's only 2 options, Jesse or Fergie. Or if you guys just want to stay on YouTube, I just created a poll for you. Whatever floats your boat, let's do it. And I will do either one. I don't know. These polls keep disappearing on me, guys. All right, there we go. So far, and we'll try to do both. Whichever is easier, whichever has the most votes, we'll go with that one. KD says, I don't care, team layers.
That's a vote for me, sir. Thank you very much. Appreciate the love and support. Always here.
Yes. All right, so our votes are coming in. Give me a quick second, guys. Moving some things on our screen here so we can see specifically what's happening. All right, we have screaming. We can't hear. All right, I'm going to actually go ahead and hide these votes on the screen. We're just going to rock with what we have on YouTube so nobody is confused. That's where all the votes are coming in. So you guys who are on your phones and trying to do like the complicated stuff I was doing, just nudge me aside. Let's just go ahead and vote on YouTube. I see you guys. That's much easier for you guys. Jesse in the comments says, I have voted for Fergie. All right, we have 24 votes on in.
That I vote for Fergie.
2K.
All right. And we're going to sit for about 1 more minute so you guys can get this in, all the votes in. We have, how many people do we have sitting on in with us? We have 47. We're going to sit a little bit tight. We have half votes in. So far, we're looking at 70% Fergie. Who said Flurgy in the chat? No, take it back. All right. I'm going to count. I'm going to 30 seconds myself. All right. We're going to give you guys 30 seconds. Because things are still shifting. We're about 30 votes. Looking good. And those of you guys who have already voted, if you haven't already smashed one of the like up or we would like the like button. But if, engagement is engagement. So smash either one. All right. So it looks like it's pretty close. All right. Oh, hello. That was the cat litter alarm. Do not be scared. All right. We're at 70. That is the 30 seconds. Miss Fergie, it looks like thou art today's winner.
Me?
Beautiful. Well earned. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our... But at the end of the day, we are all glorious winners. We came out early. We weathered the storm. Regardless, we had a good time. And, we're super excited for you guys to jump into Bravo 3.0, see what you can really just build in such a short time. We've been here for less than, really we've been designing for an hour. And this is what we've been able to do in just a short time. Both Jesse and Fergie. It's crazy. So with that, Fergie, tell us a little bit about how you were able to do this. And then Jesse, we'll go on to you. We'll get the debriefing from both of you guys. So Fergie, what was your sauce to success for today? How did you get so much? I didn't even know what to expect. I was like, how did we even get all this?
Well, thanks again, everybody. I appreciate the love and the votes and the support. I got to where I was because I think I was focusing a lot on the content and kind of the binding of data and bravorizing behind it. So in my opinion, I think Jesse's looks absolute fire. Mine, you know, could do with a bit of a UI tweak update. I think functionality there is there for me. I think aesthetics is there for Jesse's one. So really interesting to see how we both took the kind of yin and yang almost approaches. Which I think, yeah, it works no matter which way you work in. Bravo works for everyone. It will work however you work. You don't have to do a specific kind of workflow, which I think is just really nice. It's just flexible for everybody. So yeah, dive on in, folks. Highly recommend it. It was a lot of fun and very addictive. I've warned you.
For sure. And Jesse, enlighten us. Both of you guys took very different approaches. Just because you had all the tags, man. But just because you didn't finish everything, it's just another approach. I consider us both of you guys winners. But I hope everybody sees that regardless of win or lose here, like very two different ways of approaching a very similar problem. And that doesn't mean it's right or wrong. Can you explain to everybody, because some people might just be like, oh, well, it's a win-lose thing, but kind of tell everybody like the trajectory that you were doing and kind of maybe, I guess, your process and what you were thinking, your process and things of that nature.
Sure. Yeah. It's so interesting because I feel like what Bravo Studio does is it gives you the tool sets to create and build something you never could before, right? And in that, what's going to surface is the way that you build. Right? And so I really enjoyed seeing the way that like Fergie thinks about building, how she moves through like into a minimum viable product like way quicker. Like that's where her brain tends to go, is like, let's make something that functions and works fast. And I thought it looked great too. But how impressive is it that like within that hour she's able to log in, upload photos, like do payments, like working maps, all of that. Like that is like, it's just stinking so impressive. And my brain tends to be a little bit more like I'm a perfectionist, which I shouldn't be. So so it's like the ability is there for the both of us. The personalities tend to come out, which is like I can't move on until I get certain little nitty gritty things right, and that probably holds me back, right? So what I think I glean from today, I can take away from today, is not only gazpacho pancakes, but the fact that that like Fergie is a little bit like my hero into that product design process of being able to create and ideate really fast. Like I want to be like that a little bit more. Like that's so impressive and cool. And Bravo has the ability to allow you to do that, which I think is awesome.
Most definitely. Well, both of you guys, ladies and gentlemen, we both have winners here today. We have Jesse and we have Miss Fergie, because they've both done amazing. Loud noise. Didn't mean to do that, guys. Apologize. Probably blew everybody's ear out. I'm so trigger happy because we're at the end of the thing today. But again, thank you guys for participating. Thank you guys for joining us today. And that's really it. Other than Bravo, any last words for our audience, guys? Where can we find you? Anything that you guys have super exciting that's happening, let the audience know, and then we'll close out.
Fergie, you go first?
Or we can shake heads in agreement.
Yeah, so really amazing. Thanks for today. It's been so much fun. I've really enjoyed it. Jesse was the perfect opponent. It's been quite inspirational to work alongside you folks. Yeah, feel free, anyone, if you've liked what you see today. I post a lot of content around Bravo and XD on my Instagram at fergie.design, also on my YouTube channel, which is Design with Fergie. And if you've enjoyed this kind of live stream setup, I also live stream over on Behance, so you can find me there at behance.net/FergieDesign. I do all sorts. You can even subscribe to get source files now, which is really exciting. So yeah, lots of things upcoming. Just follow me on the socials and you'll never miss out. Over to you.
Very nice.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'm again Jesse Showalter. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. Usually it's I am Jesse Show, but I make at least 2 to 3 videos a week on YouTube, covering topics of like UI design, UX design, freelancing, stuff like that. So if you're interested in kind of get some tips and tricks in the industry, been doing it for over 14 years, love to share that stuff with you guys. I've also just recently created a membership club, so you can go to learn.jesseshowalter.com to find out about that. I have lots of stuff there that could help you, free products, and then like a free Discord server you could jump into, and even a tier of membership where you get live video hangouts and mentorship and kind of deeper community stuff. So focusing a lot there, just trying to pass on whatever I can to this next generation of creatives.
Beautiful and well said. Well, thank you guys. We're going to close out, and thank you guys for joining. That is it from us, and hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Have gazpacho pancakes, and take it easy. Peace.
Bye, everybody.
This concludes our Bravorizing battle, ladies and gentlemen. We want to give you a huge thank you to both our amazing contestants and you as well, our audience, for participating in deciding the victor of today's battle. Now, before you leave, do not forget to opt in to be one of our 3 lucky winners of 1 free year of Bravo Studio by liking this video, subscribing to the Bravo Studio YouTube channel, and signing up and creating an account for Bravo Studio on their website at bravostudio.app. Link in the description. The winners of the raffle will be selected and announced in Bravo Studio's community, as well as their social media channels such as Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn, so make sure to keep an eye out on those platforms to see if you're one of our 3 lucky winners. With that said, we hope you enjoyed this event, and until next time, ladies and gentlemen, Bravo Studio and your favorite host, Brandon Groce, out. See you next time.